Pacers playing against the New York Knicks in New York. Checking out New York. They are hungry for a win here. Last season, they got swept by this team. 4 straight losses, something they haven't forgotten. And an extra minute here. Shaq, one of the most exciting moves to watch in basketball, a slashing drive to the rim. Who would you say are the league's best slashers?
I'm going to be quick because I'm not really a guard. I know Kenny probably has a couple things to say. Let me go with Russell Westbrook, freak athlete, attack mentally. Monte Ellis, elite quickness, terrific touch around the rim. James Harden, strength, aggressiveness, ability to draw contact. Tyreek Evans, that's his whole game.
Wow. I thought you weren't going to – how'd you come up that quickly with those guys?
Because I'm trying to give you time to talk, baby.
Man, so I'm going to slow it down. I would say, man, league MVPs, obviously. Durant and LeBron, those guys with their mobility and height, LeBron.
It's time for some hoops at the home of the New York Knicks. We're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. Certainly what we have in store for us today. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Knicks happy to return to New York after the road trip. It's an opportunity for them to play in a heated matchup like this, to play your best basketball. These are the games, guys, that show how well you match up against the other great teams in the league.
Kevin, I tell you what, they've actually been terrific on their home court, and they're starting another homestand right now.
Yeah, and this has been their domain, no doubt about it. I mean, they've made this arena a very difficult one for you as an opponent to come in and have success. So the question is whether or not they can continue that dominance on this homestand.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for Indiana, George and Scoa, they're the forwards. Ellis is out there with Bird, and it's Hill in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here is Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's the Pacers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
For the Knicks, it's been a slow start here. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
6. The Pacers off to a quick start here. And George kicks to Bird. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Bird's got 5 points so far.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Anthony on the wing. The pass to Smith. New York moving the ball around. There's the pick. Porzingis passes to Carmelo. 4 on the shot clock. The 15-footer. No luck. Nice D from Bird.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Good.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Knicks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Uncovered. The shot will not go. So New York will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried it.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Smith, no good. Indiana leading by 4. Ellis outside. Pass to Bird. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Here's Smith following the score by Indiana. Dishes to Afflalo. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kev, Derek Fisher and I got a chance to talk for a bit. A key concern for his side is how to keep Monte Ellis from running amok on their defense. He said there are very few players in the league who can take a sliver or a seam in a defense and turn it into 2 points as efficiently as Monte Ellis does. He said one step and he's at the rim. We have to move our feet as a unit or he'll get to the rim all game long. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Shot's good from Bird.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Afflalo following the basket by Freak. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Mozgov, he's checked in for New York. Roten comes in for Smith. Turner's checked in for Indiana. C.J. Miles comes in for Luis Scola. Now Miles. Turner dishes to Ellis. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. For the Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for possession. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They lead by 4. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And so in the game for the Pacers, Bird in at point guard. Turner is out there with Paul George. Then there's Hill, and it's Miles in at the small forward. Now here's Anthony. A 14-point game for him in the win against Toronto.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates. Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Here's Anthony. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. And Anthony gets double-teamed. And so it's Indiana with it. Pacers leading by 9. Down low. Out to Bird. From deep. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
For 3.
And that's now 17 points for Freak.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Back to Smith. Lopez kicks to Anthony. And he lays it straight in. Anthony's got 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint. And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
New York moving the ball around. Smith with it. George picks him up. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now here's Bird. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Shoots it up. It's rebounded by Indiana.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
For New York, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Anthony right side. Anthony drawing the double team. Smith outside. Kicks it to Roten. He tries for 3. The rebound by Turner. Pacers leading by 15. Bird with it. And Roten picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Anthony. And pushing it up. Here's New York. And he lays it up and in. Anthony's got 8 points.
And the shooting has really been there for him today. But he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Bird, the pass to Miles. Outside, George, 14 feet away. Got a hand on it. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. It's certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. In third, the Knicks.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And, guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Mozgov, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Derek Williams checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's a Flalo in for Ish Smith. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls delivered quite a performance. He had 46 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Indiana.
In a moment now to see some numbers for Roten. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Yep, without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Pacers leading by 12. Scola dishes to Stuckey. Here's Bird. Excellent D there from Mozgov.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Aflalo with it. Picked up by Ellis. Williams kicks to Mozgov. Inside. Roten lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Roten's got his second basket of the night. Indiana's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And here's Bird from the arc. And the basket good. And the Pacers lead by 13.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Now here's Roten.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
Here's Bird. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And again, it's Indiana.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
It's tipped and stolen by Scola. And Bird gets it to go on the assist by Stuckey. And that's 31 points for Freak.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And Aflalo kicks to Roten. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And so we wrap up.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I don't really know. To be honest, I was just looking for a chance to get my shot off, and I just happened to find them over and over in that first half. So, I don't know. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments, but until then, I'm just going to keep attacking.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Now it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Porzingis is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Aflalo. Then it's Smith. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Knicks trail by 17. He dishes it to Smith. There's the screen. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
A rim rocker.
Look for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
To the inside. It's stolen by Hill. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Here's George. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Pacers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
At the line